By the end of this video, you'll be able to create a fully functional, mobile responsive, professional brand website just like the one I have right here. I made this demo website for a graphic design agency, and as you can see, this website has a stunning homepage to welcome visitors to the site, an about page where people can get to know this agency and what they do, a well-designed pricing page with the different services and packages this agency offers. This website even has a blog and a live chat feature for customer support, and you'll be able to do all of this without writing a single line of code. You don't even need any prior knowledge in web design, because we are going to use Wix website builder to create this site. Wix is a very easy to use drag and drop website builder that you can use to create any type of website with all the features you need. You can use Wix to create e-commerce sites, blogs, brand and portfolio sites, e-learning websites, landing pages, online stores. You can even use Wix to create mobile apps. And in this video, I'm going to show you step by step from start to finish how to create a fully functional professional brand website using Wix. Before we continue, I really appreciate it if you can hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and if you are just coming to the channel for the first time, you're welcome. My name is Emmanuel, and on the channel I create videos about online business, internet marketing, and how to make money online. And if you want to see more of those videos in the future, all you just need to do is to hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications so that I get notified by YouTube anytime I upload a new video. And with all that said, guys, let's get started. Now, before we go into the website builder, I want to show you some stuff that I've done to make this process seamless for me. And the first is this document that I have here, where I have arranged all the text I'm going to have on my website. I'm going to design a brand website for a graphic design agency, and the name of the agency is Graphics, and the services the agency offers are design, branding, content creation, social media management. And basically all the text I'm going to need on my website, I already have them here, so that this video is going to be smooth. Also, I have a folder here, and in this folder I have the graphic elements I'm going to have on my website. And then finally, I have like an outline of what I want the different pages of my website to look like right here, drawn out on paper. So with this, I already know what I want my website to look like. I know what I want the different pages and the different sections to look like. Alright, so these are the resources I'm going to be using for this project, and if you want to use these same resources to practice, I'm going to leave a link to them down below in the description, so you can just get this document with all the text on it and this folder with all the graphic elements on it, and then you can use it to practice for your own process. Now let's head over and start building our website. The first thing to do is to come over to wix.com. So this is the website builder we are going to be using, and as you can see, create a website without limit. Basically, you can use Wix to create any type of website you want, and in this video you are basically going to learn how to achieve all of that. Even though you can get started using Wix for free, if you come over here, you'll see the different plans they have, the different features and their prices. Okay, so you can create your website for free, but if you want to have additional features and benefits, then you can go for a paid plan. And as you can see here, the basic is connecting the domain. If you want your website to have a custom domain, the price is $4 per month. Then you'll be able to connect a custom domain, and you also get a free SSL certificate. So in case you have your own domain, maybe you bought your domain name from GoDaddy or Namecheap, wherever, you can just pay $4 per month, and then you'll be able to link your custom domain to the website you are going to be creating. But if you are using the free plan, that means your website is going to have a branded domain name. Okay, so you can have emmanueladanu.wixsite.com, and also there's going to be a Wix watermark on your site. So if you don't like all of that, you can upgrade to any of these paid plans that suit you. Alright, now what you want to do once you're on wix.com, you just want to click on get started, and over here we want to sign up and create a new Wix account. So you can fill in your details here, your email again, and create a password, type the password again and click on sign up. Or you can sign up with your Google account or your Facebook account. I'm going to sign up with my Google account. So after you've signed up successfully, it's going to bring you over to this page where it just needs you to answer some basic questions that will help Wix provide you with the tools and features you are going to need for your work. Okay, so just go ahead and click on get started. The first question is, what kind of website are you creating? If you want to create an online store, you select online store. If you are creating a website for a personal brand, the way I'm going to do in this video, you select portfolio. If you want to create a blog, you select blog. If you're a consultant, technology company, restaurant, event, whichever one suits you, I'll go for portfolio and then select creative portfolio and then click on next. Then the next question you need to answer is, what would you like to call your website? The name of the agency I'm creating a website for is graphics. So I'm going to use graphics as a name and then click on next. Then what are your goals for this website? I'll select offer services, promote a business, display creative work, collect leads, and then click on next. So you just basically want to select all the things you are going to be doing with your site. Now over here, Wix is recommending some features you might find helpful. So you want to select the ones you are going to probably use on your site. So here they have a chat feature where you can chat with your visitors. Forms, I'm going to need forms. Then I'm going to need pricing plans. I'm going to need a blog, portfolio. So you basically just want to select the features you are going to need. And you can even skip this if you want, because this does not really matter. You can still customize your site in whatever way you want and add whatever feature or whatever product you want to add. So if you don't want to select any of this, you can just click on skip. I'm going to click on next. All right, so we are done with all of those questions. So let's head over to our dashboard where we are going to start the main work. And this is what your website dashboard is going to look like. At first, it looks confusing and there are a lot of stuff going on here. But as we proceed with this video, you are going to understand what all of these functions are and what you are going to do with them. So basically, over this panel here, you have the home page, then your website activities, your portfolio, your blog, and then the pricing plans you have for your product or your services, your subscriptions, the contact if you are collecting emails from your site, and then here you have communications, chats, and all those stuff. Automations, you want to send out automated emails, and then here you have marketing and SEO. Wix is very interesting because you can manage your email marketing, your Facebook ads, your Google ads, and all of your marketing promotions from your website dashboard here on Wix. And then you have analytics and reports where you see all of those data about your website. Also, with your Wix account, you can create more than one website. And if I had more than one website on this account, then if I click on this icon right here, it brings out all the different websites that I have. Let's say I want to create a new site. I'll just click on create new site, and then I can have multiple websites right here on my single Wix account. First of all, you can see here that you can come over here and customize your site. That will take you into Wix editor where you can do all of those design stuff. But before we get over to customization, let's just enter all of these basic details here. First of all, I'm going to add my business logo, and this logo is going to show up on my website. So here you just want to click on add logo. I'll just click on upload media so that I can upload the logo I want to use, upload from computer. Remember, I already have all of the graphic elements I'm going to use for my site, so I'm going to select my logo. That is done uploading, so select this and click on choose file, and that will add it to your site. Then over here we'll have what category best matches your business. I'm going to select the appropriate one, creative agency. Then here it says describe your business, and I already have that text, so I'm just going to come over here and copy what I have for my description and come back to Wix and paste my description right here. Then for my business location, I'm going to just use Lagos, Nigeria. If you enter the address of your business, Wix will automatically find the location on the map here, so that's very easy for you. Then business email, business phone number, and fax. I already have all of those details as well, so I'm just going to pick my business email, copy this, come back here and paste the email right here. Then phone number, I'm going to copy this as well. Now all of these details that I have here are just demo details, right? So I'm just using them. It's not as if they are correct or something. Then I'm going to click on save. All right, changes have been saved successfully. Now let's go back to our dashboard. The reason why we entered all of those business details is so that we can display them as a footer on our website. Now once you are done with that, what we're going to do here is to click on customize site. Here is a review of our business details. You can edit whatever you want to edit if you want to. What I'm going to do here is to add social link. So I'm going to add the links to the different social media platforms for this business. So let's say this is the link to their YouTube channel. I'll paste the link right here. Then add social link again. Come over here. Let's say this is the link to Facebook. So I'm going to add all of these links one after the other. Alright, so I've added YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'll go ahead and click next. Then here, what you basically want to do is pick a theme for your site. Now, if you are creating a website for your brand or whichever brand, you want to make sure that the major color of the site is consistent with the brand color. The same with the text. So I'm going to use this classic black and white theme right here, and then click on next. So here I say preparing your homepage design. So Wix is just going to do its thing. This way it just makes the job easier for you. They get the technical part of the whole stuff done, so I just need to do some little editing. Now, based on all of the previous data you've entered, Wix is recommending 3 different homepage design you can choose from. So you just want to select the one you prefer, and if you just kind of place your mouse, you can scroll through and see what it looks like all through. So I'll go for this guy in the middle. I'm going to select this and then click on next here. But if you don't want to work with any of these suggestions here, you can just click on skip, and then you can start your own design. And even if you select any of these templates, you can still customize it whichever way you want. So I'll just select this and click on next. And then here, Wix is recommending pages you can add. I'm going to skip these. I'm going to add the pages myself. So preparing your own page design, this is going to take some seconds. Okay, Wix has finished doing its thing and says congratulations, your site is up and running. But we are still going to do a lot of customization on our site. So click on go to editor, and this is what the Wix editor looks like. It's very simple to use. It's a drag and drop editor. So if you know how to use a tool like maybe Canva, then it's going to be very easy for you to catch up with how to use Wix. And so far, just by entering some set of information, this is what Wix has actually prepared for us. If I come over here and click on preview, just to see what this website is going to look like live, you can see what we have here. I'm going to do a lot of customization before we publish our site. So let's go back to the editor. And then for a start, if you click on this add element here, you'll be able to add different elements to your website. Maybe text, images, buttons, strip, decorative box, and all of this stuff. And then the next segment you have is the add section segment, where you can add different sections to your site. Maybe a welcome section, an about section, team section, contact, promotion, services, all of those stuff. If you come over to pages and menu, you can add or delete pages or rearrange the pages. That's very easy. For instance, if I want to delete this portfolio page, I'll just click on this 3 dots right here and then hit on delete, click delete. And that is going to delete the portfolio page Wix added. Then you can come over here to site design if you want to change the theme of your site. Okay, so you can really play around with this if you want to. Then you can add applications. Wix has different applications here you can add to your site to increase the functionality of your site. Then another section you should take note of is the media section here, where you have all your media files. If you upload any media file to Wix, you are going to see them here. And Wix also has stock resources, images and videos that you can use on your site as well. You can also link images directly from Facebook, Instagram, Google Drive, Google Photos. Now I'm going to customize my homepage, and the first thing I'm going to do here is to actually remove all of these social media links. I don't need them at the top of the page. So what I'm just going to do, I'm going to select this and then right click and then click on delete. I can even remove the whole group. Then these page links that I have here, I'm going to drag it into the header so that it kind of shows up in every page. Let's say this way, or I can just drag it to the left. Yeah, so let's say that's what we've got. Then since I'm no longer using this section right here, I'm just going to delete it. Then I can also adjust the height of my header. So if I just select it, then click on this double-headed arrow here and then just drag it up a little bit. All right, let's say we are done fixing the header. I'm going to scroll down here. This image does not relate to what we are doing on this side. To change this image right here, what you just want to do is if you click on it, all of these options are going to show up, and all of these options here have their functions. Manage columns, change column background, you can animate it, change the layout. So what I'm going to do is to click on change column background, and then you want to select image, and then I'm going to upload the image I want to use. So I'll click on upload media, upload from computer. Then I'm just going to bring in the design I want to use right here. I'll select this. After selecting, I'll click on change background, and as you can see, that brings in my image with the logo of this agency. Now here I can play around with this text, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in this little description. I'll just copy, and then if you double click this text, you'll be able to edit it. I'll just paste my own text. So this is what we've got. We are done with the first section. You can adjust the height if you want to, if you don't want it to be this big. So let's say I'm cool with this. I'll scroll down, and then I'm going to delete this section completely. So I'll click on these 3 dots and then click on delete, and that's going to delete it for me. Then I can click on add section, so that I can add a section of my choice. Over here, there are different options you can use. If you want to add a welcome section, about section, team section, contact section. For me, I want to add a section where I'm going to list the services this agency offers. So I'm going to select services, and then Wix has different templates you can work with. So I'm just going to select this simple one right here, and all of the templates that Wix will be suggesting to you will match the theme of your website. So it's very cool that way. Again, here I'm going to make some basic changes. Just double click the text you want to edit, and then you'll be able to edit it. Our services, I'm going to delete this. We don't need this extra layer of text here. While you are editing, if you mistakenly delete or do something you did not intend to do, you can always use Ctrl+Z to undo, or you have these icons here, you can undo or redo. Then what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to select this, hold down your shift button, select all the other elements. That's because I want to move them at the same time. So I'm going to select all of these. Then you right click, and then you click on group elements. After grouping the elements, you can move them together as one piece. If you just select the group, you can just use your up arrow key to move it up. Then I also reduce the height of the section. After doing that, what I'm going to do here is enter the services that this agency offers, and I already have all of that here as well. So you can see the different services design. So I just need to do a very quick copy and paste, then a very short description of this particular service. Double click on the text you want to edit, and then you'll be able to edit it. I'll just paste again. Then I'll come back here for the next service, branding. Come back here, replace this. Also, while you are editing your text, you can see there are a lot of stuff you can do here. You can change the alignment, you can make it bold, you can italicize your text, you can underline your text, highlight, add colors, and all of these text functions here that you can work with. So let's continue. Bring a description of this service as well. Copy, and then double click, and then paste. Then let's say I want to centralize this particular text. I just need to click on alignment here and select centralize. I'm going to centralize this one as well. Yeah, this is centralized. Then let me add one more service. Let's say content creation. So I'm going to copy this, come over here and paste, and then bring in the description. Yeah, so let's say these are the different services this agency offers. Now you can add your own custom icons. So you can look for icons that match the particular service you are talking about. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'll just continue. What I'm going to do here is to add a new section, and I want to add a section of clients this agency has worked with before. So I'll come over here to client. Let me just remove my face from this video so that you can see my whole screen, because this video is blocking some part of my screen. Let me just turn off my webcam, and now you can see my full screen perfectly. So like I said earlier, I want to add a section for clients this agency has worked with before. Under add section, if you select client, you are going to see different templates you can use to add the clients you've worked with. So I'm going to use this first one here. Then I'm going to change this text to clients will work with. So if you are building a website like this where you sell services, it's important you have this section for social proof. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace all of these images with the logo of my client. So if I select the image, I'll click on change image, click on upload media, upload from computer. and I'll just select all the logos of the client and click open. So let me just import everything once and for all. Okay, that is done. The next step is to start bringing in these images. Select the one you want to import, click on choose image, and that'll bring it in for you right here. As you can see, I'll select the next one and just repeat the same process of change image, select the logo, click on choose image, repeat the same process for the next one, choose image, then repeat the same for this as well. Let me bring this in, click on choose image, and then the final one, I'll click on change image, select the logo, and click on choose image. All right, so with that, we are done with this section. Now our website is coming together. If I click on preview, here you'll see a preview of what we have done so far. So walked right to this stage. I'll go back to editor, and then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this section that Wix has here. I don't need this. I'm going to use my own custom section. I'll click on delete. The next section that I'm going to add will contain reviews and testimonials from previous clients. I'll click on add section, and then under add section column here, you want to select the type of section you want to add. I'll select testimonials. If you select testimonials, Wix is going to show you different testimonial templates that you can work with. I'll just go with this. I like this, so I'll click on this, and that brings it in. Now what's left is for me to bring in my testimonials. So I have them right here. I'll just copy this, come back and paste it right in this page. Just double click, and then you'll be able to edit the text. I'll just paste. Then the name of the customer, I have the name here. Let's say this is the name. I'll copy this, and then I'm going to bring in the next testimonial, double click this text, and then replace. Then the name, I'll bring in the name as well. Let's say this is the name. Come over here and replace. Then the final testimonial, I'll select this as well. Then copy this, come back here, paste. And then for the name, I'm going to copy the name and paste. So guys, you can see how easy it is to work with Wix. I'm done with the testimonial section. I'll just scroll down. Then this section that has get in touch, I'm going to move it downwards. And to do that, once your mouse is on a particular section, you see all of these functions here. You just need to click on this down arrow to move the section downwards. So I'm going to move this contact section to the very end. I'll click down again. Then I'm going to delete this section that I don't actually need. I'll click on delete. All right. Then we'll have a subscribe form. Let's say the business I'm creating this website for has a newsletter. Here we'll have a very simple form that people can subscribe and join their newsletter. Then over here, I'm going to change this get in touch to contact us. So if I double click, I'll change this text to contact. And then this image has nothing to do with what we are doing. I'm going to change this image. If I select it, I'll click on change column background and then select image, click on upload media, upload from computer. Let's say this is the image of the team. I'm going to select this. Then I'll click on change background. And if I want, I can remove this image completely. And I can do that by just right clicking and then clicking on delete. And that removes the image completely, which I think is better. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce the height of this strip right here. So I'll just drag this up a little bit. Also, I'm going to group all of these text together. Click on group elements and then drag it up. Then for these contact details, I'm just going to add their labels. So instead of just having Lagos, Nigeria, I'm going to use, for instance, office address. Then I'm going to label this email and then label this phone. So let's say I'm done with that, and here's a map to help people in locating the address. And then here the footer, you have the contact email, the different social media handles, and this line of notification down at the bottom. And with this, I'm basically done designing the homepage for this website. So if I click on preview, let's see what we've done so far. And if you just scroll down, you can see that this makes a whole lot of sense. You can add whatever you want to add. You can add as many sections you want to add. That's up to you. Wix gives you all of that flexibility. Now that we are done with the home page, the next thing I'm going to do is to design the about page. And to do that, you just want to come over here to pages and menu, and then you want to click on add a new page so that we can add a page to our site. And if you check here, you can see you can add different pages: about page, services page, projects page, contact page, and all of that. I want to add an about page, and Wix has different about page templates that you can work with. So I'll go with this. All right, this has the kind of features I want. I'll click on add page. So it's going to take some seconds. Then I'm going to name this page, let's say about us, and click on done. Now what you have here, the lineup you have here, is the order in which your pages are going to appear next to each other. So you can drag up, down, whichever way you want. And as you can see, Wix automatically add a link to the new page you've created to the header of your website. Okay, so we have home, about us, blog, plans and pricing. Let's customize our about page before we go over to plans and pricing and then blog. What I'm going to do here first, I'm going to delete this as well. I also delete this image, then drag this up, still drag it a little bit more. Then our story, I'm going to change this to background and then paste my text right here. All right, then I can duplicate this section, okay, this background section. Let's say I want to have another section that's going to look very similar to the one that I have here. I'll just right click on the whole section and click on duplicate. And as you can see, that duplicates it for me. So I'm going to change this to values and then copy what I have for this particular section. I'll paste it here. I'll need to reduce the size of this. So once I highlight it, I can drag this font size function here. So just reduce it, and then I'm going to centralize it as well. And that's so cool. I also reduce it more, make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, so this is better. We have the background, we have values. I'm going to reduce the height of this section a little bit more. It's too big. And then drag this text up. So you just need to work with your creativity when doing this. Then the theme, I'm going to add the team members. Now, just in case you don't like the structure of this particular section, you can just delete. Okay, you click on delete, and then you can add your own section. And since you want to add the team behind this agency, you can just come over to team and then you look for a structure, a template that you like. So for instance, I'm going to select this that has just 3 people. Then I'm going to bring in the images of the team members. So if you select it, you click on change image, then I'll click on upload media, upload from computer, and then just bring in the images of our team members. So let's say these are the images. Just select all of this and click open. Then I'll start bringing in the images one after the other. I'll click on choose image. Now, one thing I also like to point out to you is that anytime you select an image, you can see that there are a whole lot of functions that will pop up. Okay, so you can really play with all of these functions here. Let's say you want to add filters. You just go to filters and select the filter you would like to add to your image. If you like to crop your image, you click on this crop function here, and then you'll be able to crop it whichever way you like. You can see that all the tools here are very easy to use. So let's say this is the CEO. I'll just change this designation here to CEO, then bring in the name. Let's say the name of this guy here is this. Then I don't need this extra layer of text here. I'm going to delete it. Then I'm going to drag the social media icons up. All right, then I can also reduce the height of the container. Then next thing, I'm going to bring in the second image, let's say of the next team member. Let's say this is it. I'll click on choose image, and that'll bring in the image. And let's say this is the name of this person. I'll copy it and then paste. And then let's say this is the growth and marketing lead. I'll copy that. I'll just replace that here. So let's say we are done with that as well. I'm going to scroll down more, and let's bring in the final team member. Select, click change image, and then select the person you want to bring in. I'll click on choose image, and then let's say this is name. I'll copy this, come over here and paste this right here. And let's say the person's office is head of social media. I'll paste it here as well. Okay, let's say we are done adding our team members. I'm going to delete this text. I don't need this. I'll just delete and then drag this up a little bit so that it's closer to the header for this section. I'll scroll down again, then drag this line up to catch up with the remaining part of the section. One final section I'm going to add to the about page is a section listing the achievements of this agency. And to do that, I'm going to delete this. We have a section for clients on the home page already, so no need to repeat that here. I'll just delete this section, then click on add section. I'm going to select testimonials, then I'll look for a template that I can work with. Let's say I'm going to bring this, and then I would like to change the color of this section. So if I select it, I'll click change column background and then come over to color. I'm going to select this particular color, and notice that all of the colors Wix is recommending here are colors that match the theme of my website as a whole. So to make this text stand out, I'm going to change the color of the text. Select color, and then I'll just change it to maybe black. But in order to use black, I'll need to change the color of the background again because it does not really stand out. So I'll just use complete white, and that's better. So this text that I'll have here, I'm going to change the color as well to black. Change the color of this icon to black. I'll select black, that way it stands out. And I'm just going to repeat this same process for the remaining two columns. Now I'm just going to go over and add all of those achievements. So I'll just bring in, let's say 20,000. Then I'm going to paste here 20,000 happy clients. I'll need to make this text bigger, or let me use 20K, and then just increase the font size. I think 20,000 in full will be better, so I'll just leave it that way. Make it bold. You can change the font type if you want. And then the next achievement we have is $10 million in revenue generated by clients. So I'm going to copy this and then just here use 10 million. Increase the font size. Let me check which size did I use here. Okay, this 47. So I'm going to make this 47 as well. Then I'm going to paste. Then let's say I'll bring in one more achievement. Let's say 13. I also make this 47 font size and then paste 47. Then I can decide to add a header to this section. So I'll come over to add element, drag in, add heading. Then I'm going to use black for text color. Then I'm going to use achievement as the heading. Then try to reduce the font size a little bit. Then drag this open. Then I'm going to make this bold. Still reduce the font size again. I'm going to centralize it as well. So I think that's better. Let's say I want to underline this, for instance. I'll just select underline, and that does the job for me. So let's say with this, I'm done designing the about page of my website. And if we go to preview, let's see what we've done so far. And as you can see, this is what the about page of our website looks like. I can just click on home, and that will take me to the home page. And let me go back to about us. All right, so let's say we are done with this. And the next thing we're going to do, let me go back to my editor. The next thing we're going to do is to add a pricing page, a page that has the different services and packages this agency offers and the cost. And Wix already has a page for us here with that heading. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the pricing page before the blog. Okay, so I'll come back to pages and menu and then drag plans and pricing up here, and then I can change the text. So I don't want plans and pricing. Let's say I just want to use just pricing. I'll click done, and then you see what the page looks like. So we just need to do a little bit of editing here. And for the pricing and plans, I already have text I would like to use here as well. And just like all the other pages we've worked on so far, you can customize the pricing page whichever way you want. So all you just need to do, just tap on this page, click on settings. Let me just show you some basic stuff you can do here. Plans, you can create your own plan. I'm going to show you how to do that in a moment. Let's come over to layout. You can adjust the layout. You want to align your title to the left, center, or right. The size of the side padding and all those stuff, you can really play with them here. Then if you come over to display, you can select the kind of stuff you want to show on this page. So for me, I would like to show page title, page subtitle, plan name. I'm going to remove plan tagline, and then I'll keep plan benefits. Then if you come over to text, you can really play around with your text any way you want. So I have some text that I'm going to use here. So I'm going to copy this, then come back here and paste. Then page subtitle, I'll come back here and copy my subtitle as well, and then paste in this section. What's the text you want to have on your button? The one that people are going to click before they choose the plan or whatever they want to buy. Then button with free trial, ribbon, and all those stuff. Then you can come over to design and really play around with design, the background, the text style, button, ribbon, and all those stuff. I'll come over to plans. Let me customize my plans and click on create new plan. Now you are going to name all the different plans you have. The first one, let me say, is basic. I'll just copy basic and paste here. Description, I'm not going to enter any description. Then here you want to list the benefits in this plan. So I have them right here. So I'll copy the first one and paste. Then click on add more. Copy the second, paste, add more, and then copy the third and paste right here. Then if you have other benefits you want to add, you can do that here. Then what's the payment plan you want to use? Is it free? This particular plan, is it free, or is a one-time payment plan, or it's a recurring payment plan? I'll go for recurring payment. Then you just want to enter the frequency and the price. So for me, it's going to be monthly. And then how much? Let's say this is going to be 250,000 naira every month. If you want to add a free trial period, you can do that here. How many days? 7 days or whatever. But I'm not doing free trial. Then once you are done with all of this, here you have a preview of what it's going to look like. Then you can just click on save. Okay, I need to add the length of the plan. Let me just say 12 months, so people can subscribe to a 12-month plan but with a monthly payment. Then I'll click on save again. Then I'm going to create a new plan. You can add the plan name. I'll select popular, paste here. Description is optional. You can add description if you want, but I don't have a description. Then I'm going to copy the benefits, paste the first one, click on add more, copy the second one, paste, click add more, copy the third, paste, and then copy the final. So other benefits, you can do that. And then the price, let me say it's 500,000 naira per month, and then 12 months. And then I'm going to click on save. Then I'm going to create one final plan, which is VIP. I'll copy this, paste right here, then copy all of the benefits and paste all of them here. Alright, so after adding the benefits, if you want to delete any of them, you just need to tap on this delete icon. Then the price, let me say this, which is the highest, is 850 per month. Length of plan, I'm going to select 12 months and then click save. Then here you can see Wix is notifying you that you need to connect a payment method before you start receiving payment. So finish pricing plan setup. I'll go to settings. So you can see here, you can connect your payment method, PayPal, Stripe, or you can use Wix, whichever one you want to do, but I'm not going to do that right now. So I'll just go back to my editor. And as you can see, the plans we've created is showing right here. That's how you can add plans and their pricing for the different products or services you want to sell on your website. So let's say I'm done with this page. The next page is the blog page. Now for your blog, if I come over to blog, this is how the home page of your blog is going to look like. If you don't like it this way, you can rearrange it as well. And then if you want to create blog post, you just need to come over to blog pages, click on post, and then you'll be able to create your blog post right here. And you can also do some SEO settings. So if you want to have a very active blog on your site, you can do all of that without needing any extra plugin or software. It's very easy to do. So let's say finally we are done customizing our site. Let me just preview this site one last time. Let's see what we've got. So this is what the blog page looks like. And if I come back to the home page, this is the home page. And as you can see, we have a very cool website right here. If I come back to about us, you see the About Us page, and then if I come back to pricing, you see the pricing page with the different services and plans we offer. Also, Wix automatically optimizes your site for mobile. So if I click on switch to mobile, you have a preview of what your site will look like on mobile. Usually, you will not have a lot of work to do here because Wix does that for you automatically. But if you would like to make some changes to how your website appears on mobile, you can do that easily as well. For instance, you can see my social icons here just kind of drift out of the page. So I'll come over to editor. So I'll just scroll down and then I'll adjust this so that it sits at the center of the page. So you just need to go through your site on mobile and make sure that everything is in order so that people visiting your site from their phones will also have a good experience on your site. And also, that's one of the factors Google considers for ranking. So if you want Google to rank your website, you should make sure that the mobile experience is also as good as the desktop experience. I can come over to menu, come over to the home page, and then I'll be able to see what the home page of my website looks like on mobile and make changes where necessary. It's the same editing process, still drag and drop, but then changes you make on mobile does not affect the desktop version of your site. But any change you make on the desktop version is going to affect the mobile version. So for instance, I'm going to reduce the height of this section on mobile, and this change that I've just made is not going to affect the desktop version of my site in any way. So this subscribe form, I'm going to move it up. Yeah, so that's the way it's supposed to be. Once I'm sure that the home page of my site looks good on mobile, I'll check the next page, which is the About Us page. So you just need to repeat this for all the different pages you have on your site. For instance, this image here, I'll need to adjust this image. And if you don't want some parts of your website to appear on mobile, you can just select that, and then you have this hide element icon here. So even though people on desktop are going to see this, people on mobile are not going to see it. So go to your website, ensure that it looks good on mobile, and once you are done with all your checks, I'll just come back to desktop, and then I'm going to click on save. While you're editing, Wix is constantly auto-saving your work, so that's so cool. Here you need to choose a domain. You can use the branded domain here, or if you have your own domain, you can connect your own customized domain. So for this video, I'll just use this branded domain here. I'll click save and continue. And then what you want to do, you can just click done. Let's say you want to come back another time and still make some changes, add some stuff to your website. You can click done and then come back anytime you want to and continue editing your site. But I'm going to publish my site right now. So I'll click on publish now. And with that, this site that we just created has been published. So I'll just click on view site. So I'll see what it looks like live on the internet. And as you can see, this is what our site looks like. A very, very cool dark themed site. So guys, this was one long video, but I hope you found this video helpful. Even though there are a number of stuff I didn't cover in this video, like adding alt text to your images, optimizing your website for SEO, connecting your domain name, and all those stuff, maybe I'll do that in another video. So make sure you subscribe so I don't miss any of those videos. And if you have any question, just let me know down below in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button. I really appreciate that. This has been a very long video, and that's one way for you to say thank you. Hit that like button. Thanks for watching this video till the end. I'll see you guys in the next one.